All right. Boyfriend hates my armpit hair. Well, yeah. All right. Hi, Bill. Would you like it if he started to have tits? I mean, that's just how it is in the West. You're not supposed to have having armpit hair was something that is just, it's not mainstream. You're going a little punk rock here. I remember when they did the German version of 99 Luftballons, and when she put her hands, whampadoo, bampadoo, she put her arms up, we all went, ah! All right. Hi, Bill. Love your podcast. My boyfriend and I listen to it together, and I'm sure he'll be thrilled if this makes it on, despite the topic. He doesn't like that I don't shave my armpit hair constantly comments on it. To clear a couple things up, I'm not doing it because I identify as a hippie or I'm taking a counterculture stance. I just never liked shaving in general. Oh, so you're like a bum. At least if you were attached to some ideology, I would get it. How come guys don't have to do it, but we have to? I get that. How would you like if you just sat around fucking all unshaven looking like fucking Bluto on Popeye? Listen, this is what I think, all right? I think if, the person you're banging is turned off by something, you should make a fucking effort. All right, obviously, if they go, your tit's too small, you tell them to go fuck themselves, okay? You need a nose job, tell them to go fuck themselves. But, if I was doing something or, whatever the fuck I was doing, the person I was with saying, hey, that kind of turns me off, I'd be like, I got it. Shaving my armpit hair, whatever the fuck I got to do. Anyway, he says it's weird and he notices it often when I wear a sleeveless shirt and we're around people. Yeah, you're wearing a sleeveless shirt. You're being a douche. You know he doesn't like it, and then you're flaunting it. You're fucking you're like fucking making him look like a jerk. I don't see why it matters. Most guys have hair there. Why can't I? You passive-aggressive little so-and-so. There's your ideology right there. Just come out and say it. I have good hygiene. I don't smell. Well, listen, first of all, you're saying all of this. All right? Good hygiene and you don't smell. You don't make that decision. The people around you tell you that. How the fuck would you know if you don't smell? You're in the eye of the fucking hurricane. Anyways, and it doesn't affect anyone other than their supposedly emotional reactions. Doesn't affect anyone other than their supposedly emotional reactions to body hair. To me, it seems to bother him because it goes against what he saw growing up, since most women in the U.S. chose to shave. Listen, you are 100% doing the feminist thing here. Most guys have hair there. Why can't I? And you're just reacting this way because Western society has told you this. So don't say that you're doing this for feminist fucking reasons. I'm not saying you're a hardcore feminist. I'm not saying you're a douche. I'm not saying you're wrong. But you are doing this for a fucking reason. My question is why do most men find this to be weird or even repulsive? Thanks for reading. If you read it, that's it. Go fuck yourself. I would say the same reason why most women find man tits repulsive. It's like, why can't I have tits? You have tits. There's just certain things that are, this is what I'll try to do this as nicely as possible. The error in progressive thought is they had this thing is like, what is normal? There is no normal. It's like, yeah, there is a normal. And all of these super progressive people also have a normal. Or else you would walk around and you would never be uncomfortable. If I walk down my driveway and I see a fucking bear in my driveway, that's not normal. But I could argue it is normal. I'm outside. Bears live outside. I'm not used to seeing a bear in my fucking driveway. Now, if I get uncomfortable, does that mean I fucking hate bears? Sweetheart, you got a fucking goddamn den of bears under your fucking armpits. See, you're freaking them out. Listen, it's all how you grew up, okay? If you grew up and women had hair under their arms, no, it wouldn't bug you. But we didn't, so it becomes weird. There's societies and there's like things where guys walk down the street holding their hands. We don't do that here. I could never do that to another one of my guy friends. I didn't know I didn't even know what would happen to our friendship. We can never talk to each other again. All right, but here's the deal. As much as you're probably judging me now, if it was reversed and it was another country of doing it, progressive people would be like, well, you have to respect their culture. So here's the thing. You can have hair under your fucking arms. You have every right to have hair under your arms, and he has every right to be fucking grossed out by it. And I think he's being a great fucking guy tolerating it. Yes, tolerating it. He's putting up with this thing. And that's what you do in a relationship. You tolerate, if you really like somebody, is you put up with their bullshit. And your bullshit is, you got Kevin McHale's fucking armpit hair. There is nothing wrong for a guy to be repulsed by armpit hair any more than if a woman is repulsed by something that a guy does. You can't help how you're fucking wired. And this whole fucking thing, they've been doing this thing where like, well, what is beauty? What is, it's like Madison Avenue has been the people telling us what beauty is. Shut the fuck up. You know what a good looking person looks like, and you know what a fucking fucked up looking person looks like. Okay? Because that whole fucking shit that feminists argue about beauty, notice they don't really argue it for men. They only argue it for women. Okay? They want to eat cookies and fucking be on billboards. That's what they want to do. They want to be just in the fucking express lane their whole life and fucking not have to do anything. And then meanwhile, we have to continue to do all of our shit. You know what I mean? I mean, did you ever see like I don't know, is there any sort of male movement out there to be like going like, what is with all of these fucking things on TV about, what's wrong with an older man not being able to get his dick hard anymore? I mean, everything on there is you got to have abs, your dick's got to be fucking saluting the flag, and you got to have a fucking lion's mane of hair. Every fucking thing on there has it. Who gives a shit? It is what it is. So here's the deal. Your boyfriend hates your armpit hair. I got to be honest with you. If my wife had a problem with something that I could correct physically without any sort of major surgery, I would do it for her. I wouldn't have a fucking problem with it. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a fucking deal. I don't even think you have to be a jerk about it. I don't think you even have to shave your fucking armpits. You don't have to be. But two things you need to do. You need to own up to the fact that you're doing it for a fucking reason. If you were honest with him then he could have an honest conversation with you, because you're trying to act like I'm just, I'm not being like a hippie or a counterculture person. You are, which is totally fine. I'll be honest with you. I will say this. It's not as gross to me as it used to be. It's a little more mainstream, I would say. But like, I'll tell you something that I never the completely shaved fucking beaver. It's just like, I'm trying to be with a woman here. Fucking that has always fucking creeped me out. Just creeps me out. All right. Fucking creeps me out. So I don't know. And did I ever say, I don't think I ever said anything. I passively aggressive. What do you think? I'd be like, yeah, it's pretty intense. So, like, yeah, I mean, I like being in the crowd. I don't need to be that far backstage. All right, underrated. Small town stories. Hey, Billy Crimson Crotch. I like that one. Roll Tide. Have you seen the new documentary movie Tread yet on Netflix? It's awesome. It's about an old school welder that lives in a small town in Colorado called Granby in the 1990s and early 2000s. He opened a welding shop in town and pretty much welded everything for everybody. Anyway, I'm definitely going to watch this because I'm fascinated with welding. He got caught up in some drama with the old boys club of small town politics, and his neighbor and town board turned against him, stating and started fucking with his shop and way of life. I don't know. You're going to ruin it here. I'm not going to read anything else. I'm going to read this shit. Tread, Tread, on Netflix. I believe I will be watching that tonight. I mean, how do you not watch a documentary on welding? How do you not? Well, easily. You get involved in all these playoffs. Well, guess what I have time for? I have time right now to watch the end of the St. Louis Blues game, and then I'm going to watch the fucking I'm going to watch the Toronto Maple Leafs. I have to root for them, but I also love the Columbus Blue Jackets. I really like both of those teams, but, Toronto has been waiting forever, so I don't know. We shall see what happens. Anyway, that is the podcast, everybody. You and your armpit hair or your lack of armpit hair, have a great fucking time. What a fucking... I hate passive-aggressive shit, okay? What? I'm not doing it because of this. And then you say why you're doing it, and then you're wearing tank tops out in front of his friends, okay? You know what you're doing. You're putting your statement out there, and then you're trying to get, well, what if I don't shave my armpits? Would you have a problem with that? You're just starting shit. You know what you're doing, all right? You're just not as good at it as you think you are. Having said that, I would not kick any woman out of bed that had armpit hair. I would not do that if they were fucking nice enough to want to fuck me. There, I said it. Okay, there you go. God bless everybody. Go fuck yourselves, and I'll check in on you on Thursday.